my name is Josef Tichler. I come from Austria. It's part of Europe. Chinese would say Ocho. And I'm here now. I was the first time in China on job. It was in Dalian. It was in a very bad situation. It was 2009. The economic situation goes down. And so we quit the job after 7-8 months. But in this time I didn't learn anything about Chinese, just only on job. And as I went back to Austria, I started to learn a little bit Chinese in Austria with Chinese teacher in evening school. And then I tried to come to China to learn Chinese, and I was the first time in Qingdao it was 2011 for 1 month. And then I was here 2012 and 13, also here for 2 months, I think. And if I'm here for 1 or 2 months and go back to Austria for half a year, it's for nothing. So they told me they can make an invitation letter. So I can stay for half a year for the language school. It helps me a lot to improve my English, my Chinese, sorry. And now I'm here the third time for half a year.
Okay, so were you nervous about coming to China?
Nervous?
Yeah, before taking the step? No?
No, it's for me. On job I was always in Austria, just 1 time in Brazil, 1 time in Turkey, and 1 time in Britain for 1-2 months. But for me it was for me it's different. I don't need it, so it's just for my hobby.
Yeah, personal development.
Yeah.
But how about accommodation? Everything went pretty fluent, or what are the things you had to take care of before you came to China? The accommodation, the place you live, the visa.
Everything organized as a school.
Okay.
And also I had 1 time I was in hospital. I had kidney stones, and Hauley went with me to the hospital to check in, and he had an appointment, so he got back. So 2 teachers come to the hospital to support me, and it's, for me the school is perfect.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah. And how long have you been studying here at Ex-Mandarin?
In Ex-Mandarin, 3 times I think for 1 or 2 months, and now I'm here the third time for 6 months.
All right. But did you experience a major culture shock compared to your...
No.
No?
No, it's a big difference, and I think a lot of difference what foreigners and Chinese have is only because the culture is so different.
Yeah.
If you want to invade someone, you have to do it 3 times, and I was in Dalian first time, and for me in Austria to say Kampe or Prost, it's just only to say Prost. But in China you have, if you do it with your boss, you have to be lower.
Really?
Yeah, and I went with my colleagues and with my boss to a restaurant and said Prost. And all my other colleagues, maybe he has now a big problem because his hand was longer than the hand from his boss, so it was higher. And you should not do this. But it was actually no problem because I'm just a foreigner. So But
and what's your favorite place or your favorite thing to do in Qingdao?
To go to the seaside.
Go to the seaside?
In Austria we have no Dachai. So I like to go to the beach, to walk nearly every day. I go to maybe to Maidaolu or to the other side, to the old part of the town, just only to walk.
Okay. What did you do to study? What was for you a pleasant way to learn the language?
The school.
The school?
Yeah.
You only study in school or at home, or?
Yeah, school at home. I do my homework, and I try every time to check my words. But I have nearly no possibility. if I'm maybe 25 years old, it's a big difference. I'm now 60 years old, so it's not the same as maybe you. You can go out to meet people. I do it also, but it's different.
Yeah.
But it's no problem for me.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.